Hello, my name is Diana Verónica Silva Hernández. I am from the 1MH group in English 1 of the Universidad Autónoma de Zacatecas. I'm going to talk about an article related to cell division in tumor formation. Well, first, the cell is the functional and structural unit of living organisms, which is constantly divided in order to fulfill the various functions of our body. Our body consists of different levels of organizations. Molecules give rise to cells, and a set of cells form tissues that in turn make up the organs, and then the organ system, and finally the organisms. Most of our cells are divided by mitosis, and others do it by meiosis. But not all of them follow precisely the rules of that process, giving rise to faulty cells. Abnormal cell formation is the basis of cancer. The division of our cells is guided by a pre-programmed process called cell cycle that indicates how cells progress and divide. Throughout this process, it is important to mention that the systems responsible for organizing each process are the signaling pathways, which tell each cell their work. When a normal cell develops mutations or other alterations that cannot be adequately repaired, it activates its own cell death program in order to control its development and growth. This process is what we know as apoptosis. When signaling pathways are affected, so will the formation of new cells, as the dividing indications will be damaged. As we know, we have a set of cells responsible for destroying external agents harmful to our body. So they also detect cancer cells. But what those destructive cells don't know is that the cancer cells are part of us. Due to malfunction of cell division, cancer cells divide rapidly, accumulating and forming what we know as tumors. The malformation begins with mutations in genes responsible for producing cell proteins, which cause cells to form in a dysfunctional way and their division doesn't take place as it's supposed to be. As time passes, the tumor cells continue to divide and often secrete proteases and then break down the extracellular matrix at the voluntary tissue. The cancer can break free from the confines of the original tissue and infiltrate the surrounding tissue and give us what we know as metastasis. So, as the damaged cells begin to proliferate, they displace the healthy cells, so the body's function begins to decline, and when there is a large cluster of damaged cells, the tumor forms and sometimes is so strong that moves to other parts of the body, starting the same process from the new site, affecting more parts of this. Cell division is at heart of cancer initiation and development. Antiproliferative drugs have been the major class of drugs used to treat cancer. These drugs target the proliferative cycle of tumor cells at various points of the cell cycle. These drugs target and disturb mitosis, preventing the progression of tumors by stifling the mitotic division that allows them to proliferate. Types of antiproliferative drugs include DNA-damaging agents, inhibitors of cyclin-dependent kinases, and antimitotic drugs. What cycles do is that they regulate the cell cycle and help it to take place. So if the patient is given an antiproliferate, that inactivates these proteins, the cell cycle can stop and prevent damaged cells continue to proliferate. But it doesn't always work very well. And that's all. Thank you. This is me. Thanks for watching. Bye.